XRP is sitting on the edge of something massive. And this time, it's not just another fake-out or short-lived pump. What we're seeing right now is a full-on alignment of technical, legal, and institutional forces. At the time of this video, XRP is trading around $2.25, still stuck between $2.15 support and resistance, just under $2.30. That's where we've been for weeks. But don't let the sideways action fool you. This kind of compression is usually the calm before the storm. And here's why this particular setup feels different. The Teucrium 2x Long XRP ETF, which didn't get much press when it launched, has now passed $158 million in trading volume. That's serious. That's not noise, and it's not retail apes. It's institutions stepping in with size, before legal clarity, and while the public is still arguing on Twitter. Now ask yourself, why would institutions be loading up exposure to XRP now, of all times? Because they know that timing matters more than headlines. Big players enter when volatility is low, when retail is distracted, and when assets are underpriced compared to their long-term potential. That's exactly what's happening here. Now match that ETF demand with XRP's chart. We're sitting in a textbook ascending triangle. Higher lows, flat top resistance, thinning volume. These setups don't sit forever. When they break, it's sharp, it's fast, and it tends to catch everyone off guard. In 2021, a similar pattern resulted in XRP exploding from $1.50 to nearly $3 in just a few weeks. That wasn't because of hype, it was because technicals, sentiment, and liquidity lined up, just like we're seeing now. Now, if you've been through multiple XRP cycles, I want you to drop OG in the comments below. Let's see how many of you have held through all the chaos, all the dips, and all the FUD. Speaking of FUD, let's talk about Ripple versus the SEC. We've been in this legal grind for years now. Delays, tactics, endless motions. But recently, something shifted. Lawmakers are applying pressure. Gary Gensler is facing bipartisan criticism. The narrative is changing. Not just in crypto circles, but in DC. There's real talk now of a settlement coming. And if that happens, or if Ripple wins outright, the gates swing open. What does that look like? We're talking instant relistings on major US exchanges like Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken. We're talking massive inflows from institutions that have been waiting on the sidelines for clarity. And yes, it likely puts us on a path toward a true XRP spot ETF, not just leveraged exposure. That would be a game changer. So you've got ETF demand rising, legal pressure reaching a tipping point, and the chart structure pushing against breakout levels. That alone is a trifecta. But there's more. Let's talk on-chain data. Whale wallets, those holding over 10 million XRP, are increasing. Over the last 72 hours, transactions above $100,000 are up over 20%. Active addresses are climbing week over week, and token velocity is dropping. That's accumulation behavior. This is what whales do. They load up while price is boring. They front-run announcements. And they don't care about short-term Twitter sentiment. They care about positioning before volume spikes. If you're getting value from this breakdown, smash the like button now. It signals to YouTube this content matters and helps other XRP holders find this before the breakout hits. Let's keep going. Ripple is not slowing down. They're opening corridors in Latin America, Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and now pushing into Africa. They're working with central banks on CBDC pilots. integrating with real financial institutions that move real capital. Not vaporware, not roadmaps. Actual adoption. Every new integration adds more utility to XRP. And the more utility, the harder it is for regulators to argue it's just a speculative asset. Zoom out even further. Bitcoin dominance is starting to slip. For weeks it's hovered around 52%, but now it's showing signs of weakness. When that breaks, we often see a surge in large-cap altcoins, and XRP is usually one of the first to pop. So let's bullet the key signals. Watch for a clean breakout above $2.30. If volume confirms, we're looking at $2.50, then $2.75, with $3 on the radar. If we drop below $2.15, expect a retest of $1.85, which would become critical support. ETF volume crossing $160 million and trending higher confirms institutional entry. A Ripple legal win or settlement could trigger the biggest XRP candle in years. Bitcoin dominance under 50% could mark the start of a major Altseason. Now let me ask you, if this all lines up and XRP rockets, will you be on the right side of the move or sitting on the sidelines waiting for confirmation? Comment "I'm in" if you're holding and ready, or "still watching" if you're on the fence. Either way, I want to know where you stand. Like and follow, and we will see you at the top.